Hari Om. Very good morning to all my dear students and parents. Today happens to be 3rd August, the 28th Mahasamadhi day. Param Pujya Swami Chinmayanandaji. It was in the year 1993. At this early hours, we received this message when in our Vidyalaya we were conducting the prayer class in the morning. Those days, with around 80 students enrolled in our Vidyalaya, that Param Pujya Gurudev has left his mortal body. I still remember a rainy morning like this, where our tears also joined, and with a very heavy heart we received this message of Pujya Gurudev's leaving his mortal body. And now 27 years have passed. But he was a Yuga Purusha, he was a Mahapurusha, he was a great saint in this land of knowledge that is Bharata. Every moment Pujya Gurudev is there with us. Though his physical body, mortal body is not there, but Gurudev speaks through every brick of this Vidyalaya, because we owe to Pujya Gurudev. Pujya Gurudev had initiated establishment of Chinmaya Vidyalaya English medium. He encouraged to establish a Vidyalaya through English medium so that the people of Rourkela can get the benefit of value-based education. Pujya Gurudev, on this occasion of 28th Mahasamadhi day, I, on behalf of Chinmaya family, prostrate at the lotus feet of Pujya Gurudev, our loving Gurudev. On this day, we can express our gratitude to Lord for blessing us with such a great Guru whose karuna we have received. We are really fortunate to offer ourselves at the lotus feet of Param Pujya Gurudev. Shri Chinmaya Guru Baram Hrudi Bhavayami. Shri Chinmaya Guru Baram Hrudi Bhavayami. Shri Chinmayam Guru Baram Hrudi Bhavayami. Shri Chinmayam Guru Baram Hrudi Bhavayami. We remember our Pujya Gurudev in our heart. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Pujya Gurudev symbolizes sublimated sainthood, dynamic spirituality. He is the Ganges who, after being educated, enlightened by his Guru Swami Tapovan Maharaj for 9 years in the lap of the Himalayas, realized that this great knowledge of the scriptures of the Sanatana Dharma should not be limited to the Himalayas. So his Guru said, fine, go and roar like the Ganges. Gurudev took the sankalpa of distributing the sacred knowledge to the world around and make people's life filled with the nectar of this beautiful knowledge. So he came down and he started distributing this nectar to the people. Initially, he gave a clarion call. Let us first become Hindus, because we do not know our own culture. And he started distributing to very few people. And then his dynamism in the field of spiritualism was so great that Pujya Gurudev, within a short span of time, could reach millions of hearts, and he could give a new initiation to the Sanatana Dharma. And thus, today, across the globe, Chinmaya Mission has been established. And not only Chinmaya Mission, he started Chinmaya Vidyalayas, through which he wanted to give this knowledge to the children from childhood, so that hearts filled with values can be given to Mother India. And that's what his philosophy is, so strong, so beautiful, that even if he is not there physically, but still his philosophy, his teachings that vibrate through millions of hearts across the globe, and today where we are standing. Children, this is Mahasamadhi day. This is also known to be Aradhana day. So on this Aradhana day, we introspect. It's an observation day. We read Gurudev's text. He has written many books. We read Gurudev's text and his philosophy. And for 1 week we do sadhana. We do introspect what Gurudev has given us, his teachings. So for the next 7 days, it starts from today. For 1 week, we are going to observe Sadhana Day. Each day, our students, our teachers, our acharyas are going to speak about Gurudev's literature, about spiritualism, about values, and then Gita chanting, on meditation, and various such activities which are planned and created by our team of Chinmaya Vision program will be sent to all of you. To all the parents, dear parents, let us celebrate this sadhana week of 7 days and express our gratitude to Param Pujya Gurudev. So all of us, let's put a photograph of Pujya Gurudev in the morning and express our love and gratitude to Guru, because without Guru we cannot gain knowledge. He is the Guru only who removes the darkness from our life. So it is this Guru who is going to do this in our life. Apart from just formal education, let our children learn and get the divine knowledge. That's the spirit behind all this. So let's celebrate the Sadhana week. And today, children, please celebrate and express your gratitude to Param Pujya Gurudev. Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Hari Om.
समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं हरि ओम. There are many saints and sages in the history of India. There are also many gurus, but visionaries are only a few. Swami Chinmayananda was not only a sage of modern times, not only a guru, but also a great visionary whose work touched the whole world. From time to time, the world witnesses the Yug Purusha, who comes for the purpose of leading suffering humanity along the path of Dharma. Swami Chinmayananda, a great Jnani who carved for us the ideal model of a Kam Yogi, sweetened with endless bhakti. Balkrishna Menon, the future Swami Chinmayananda, was born on May 8, 1916, as the son of Parakutty and Kuttan Menon in Ernakulam, Kerala, in a noble aristocratic family that followed the Kerala traditions. Saints and sages often visited the house. They all paid a great deal of attention to young Balan, predicting that he would have a great future. At the age of 5, Balan lost his mother. His father later remarried. Balan, as he was fondly called, spent his early childhood amidst a lot of love and attention in a large extended family of cousins, uncles, and aunt. He grew up into a charming and mischievous boy, adored by all, a brilliant and intelligent student. He used to cope with his lessons effortlessly. He loved reading, swimming, and badminton. Full of dynamism, he was never-ending source of new ideas for family and friends. Balan attended English modern school, where he also learned Malayalam and Sanskrit. According to family traditions, the whole family gathered together for daily satsang and puja at sunset. In 1940, young Balan joined Lucknow University, where he studied English literature and law. Swamiji finished his university studies, graduated from law and English literature, and chose a career in journalism. In 1945, he moved to Delhi and joined the editorial staff of the National Herald. He used to loudly voice his opinion on every aspect of Indian life, history, culture, and social issues. Swamiji came across books of Swami Shivanand, Swami Vivekanand, Aurobindo, Raman Maharishi, and others. The most profound influence made on Menon were the writings of Swami Shivanand. In the summer of 1947, the radical young journalist arrived at Swami Shivanand's ashram with the intention of finding out the true meaning of spirituality and whether it made any sense in life. The very first meeting with Swami Shivanand blew away his ideas about spirituality. The master's dignity, brilliant intelligence, and spatial aura of divinity captured. He joined Sivanand Ashram on February 25, 1949, the auspicious day of Sivaratri. Swami Sivanand initiated Menon in the order of Sannyas. His ordained name was Swami Chinmayananda Saraswati, the one who reveals in the bliss of pure consciousness. Swamiji studied and worked in the ashram for some time, but his only path was Jnana Yoga. Therefore, Swami Sivanand told him, "You need to master the scriptures. Go to Uttarkasi to study under the renowned Vedantic master Swami Tapovan." Thus, Swamiji spent 8 years studying the scriptures at the feet of Sri Swami Tapovan Maharaj in the higher reaches of the Himalayas in Uttarkasi. Life there was not easy, as Swami Tapovan was a great disciplinarian and a very demanding teacher. He never repeated a lesson twice. Swamiji lived in a cowshed with a stone for a pillow. After studying the Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, and Brahma Sutras, Swamiji said to his Guru, "I feel an immense urge to go down to the plains and share the wealth of the Holy Scriptures with my fellow countrymen. I want to flow down like the Ganga, which nourishes and inspires all with her refreshing waves. Swami Tapovanam did not share the enthusiasm of his disciple. The Guru suggested instead, take a trip down to the plains, wandering around as a renunciate and living as a beggar among those you had once known. Swamiji traveled on foot for about 6 months, living on bhiksha, sleeping in ashrams, temples, and under wayside trees. In November of 1951, Swami Chinmayananda completed his tour of India and returned to Tapovan Kutir in Uttarkasi. But Swamiji did not wish to disobey his Guru and would not leave without his Guru's blessing. He asked Swami Tapovan for permission again, and this time Swami Tapovan said, "All right, go and start your Gyan Yajna." Truly enough, the first Gyan Yajna in Pune started with 4 people. Thus Swami Chinmayananda came down from the high Himalayan peaks to bring the knowledge of the rishis, and with it the revival of moral and spiritual values in the whole nation. He taught the importance of spiritual knowledge in everyday life. His style was new, striking, and irresistible. He explained the philosophy of ancient scriptures with scientific logic, dynamism, and humor, which appealed to modern youth. His charming smile cheered hearts, and the magnetism of his clear, strong voice soon started drawing hundreds and then thousands to his lectures. Already in the 60s, the result of Swami Chinmayananda's work were remarkable. The Chinmaya movement touched every corner of India, and it was time for Swamiji to take the principles of Vedanta out into the world. He started lecturing abroad year by year. Mission centers were growing in numbers, and everywhere around the world, the Chinmaya mission motto is give maximum happiness to the maximum number of people for the maximum amount of time. Swamiji gave special attention and affection to children, for he saw them as builders of the future. He organized Bal Bihar Yuva Kendra classes. These classes teach principles of Hindu religion and culture and help youngsters to unfold their hidden potential in the light of dynamic spirituality. Many of them have grown up into the most successful and highly cultured members of society. In order to have Vedantic knowledge brought to every corner of the world and every avenue of life, Swamiji started ashram in India and America, where the new teachers, brahmacharis and swamis are trained according to the old Gurukula tradition. The main ashram in India are in Mumbai and in Siddhabari, at the foothills of the Himalayas. In America, ashrams are in Piercy, St. Joe's, Washington, Chicago, Flint, New York State and Florida. In 1992, Swami Chinmayananda delivered an address at the United Nations titled Planet in Crisis. By then, Swamiji was recognized as a world-renowned teacher of Vedanta and a truly great Hindu religious leader. He was also to be honored in Washington, D.C. at World Vision 2000, a conference of religious leaders sponsored by Vishwa Hindu Parishad on August 6 to 8, 1993. The award was to be presented to Swamiji for his selfless service to humanity and extraordinary achievement in creating a renaissance of spiritual and cultural values in the country of his birth, India. Unfortunately, Swamiji was not able to appear for the last two functions as he attained Mahasamadhi on August 3rd, 1993. Swami Chinmayananda, the greatest missionary and visionary of our times, left his bodily form in San Diego on August 3rd, 1993. But his mission will continue, carried out by all of us with the zeal and love that he taught us for years. His mortal remains were taken to India and consecrated in Mahasamadhi in Siddhabari Ashram, but his teachings and achievements will live forever. Let us rededicate ourselves to the inspiring and exalted memory of this priceless Mahapurusha.